So we're going to continue. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that everyone deserves an opportunity. No matter where they come from, where they are going in life, listen to them. Because there are hidden, you said the words yourself. It took me a while to just come out and say what I had to say.
Right.
Okay. A lot of us don't speak. There is something I just shared with your wife that I haven't shared with anyone else. And the reason is because I have some things that I am not comfortable with. Because I don't know how others are going to perceive it. But I'd share it with you. Because not everyone can take, how should I say, accept or cope with what you may say to them. They don't know how to deal with it. So you gotta kind of like feel them out and see, okay, how much can they take? Some people can't. Some people will fray away from you. Okay, well then you're not for me. Then I'll leave you alone. She didn't leave you. She heard you. He heard you. Okay? And she has a beautiful soul. I like her. I do. I like her. And I felt, when I opened up to her, I actually felt that a warmth. That, okay, I feel a little bit better now that I talked to her. So I can kind of relate to what you just said. When you talked to her. Yes, you did.
When we talked, I told you, I said, if you want to talk to someone, she's the one to talk to.
Yes, you did. You did. You did. And I spoke to her because I had to, not that I had to get it out, it's just that sometimes we hold in that hurt and we don't know who is going to actually kind of make us feel better. I can't talk to certain people because I already know how they're going to react because they're not going to understand. And sometimes, and I really hate to say this, but sometimes it takes somebody in the same field that you're in to really relate.
True.
So from medical to medical, people can speak that lingo. From a person that's been incarcerated to another person that's incarcerated, they understand the relationship. Right. You two had that relationship just on different aspects in that institution.
Right.
So that doesn't mean that, you know what, she couldn't understand what you were going through. And look how she's been by your side.
Every step of the way.
And so, but nobody wants to give us a chance. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody wants to give people that come out a chance because they already had categorized and said, well, you did this, you did that, and I don't want to be socialized with you. Okay, well, but you're not giving me a chance to show you that I've changed. I made a mistake. I've learned from that mistake.
See, and that's some of what I had stressed to her. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like I was no saint in a lot of my relationships because I wasn't. Mm-hmm. But in relationships, a lot of people don't understand that, you know, that honesty.
Yes.
It goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her, like, once she understood that she could tell me anything, you know, no matter what it is, the good, the bad, the ugly. Everything from that point on just started, you know.
It's really hard to believe that you have someone that you can just be completely open with.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to do it because you've been hurt so many times.
I want to ask you a question. Like, how long did it take for you? Because you know how long it took for me? Over 40 years.
With him, it took some months. Let's see, I got married not even a month after I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And that relationship destroyed a lot of things in me.
Mm-hmm.
Then the longer one I had after that destroyed even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how to react to someone saying, hey,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yes.
be here no matter
Mhm.
what. Just be honest with me. I didn't know how to take that.
Yes.
And then I didn't know how to do that.
Thank you. And that's what happened.
And then I had to relearn. Just tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why when I came in last night, babe,
Yeah.
I didn't make my goal.
Right.
Because I'm with you. I'm with you regardless. You know, we made this commitment. You know, and I made a vow to you long before the marriage. I wanted her to know that, you know, I come with some baggage, but I just want something different. I want to give somebody the love that I ain't never felt before. And I've been trying so hard to give her that and let her know that, you know, everything she went through in her past, she ain't got to go through that no more with me.
But Tone, that's hard. For women, that's hard. Because we wear so many hats and try to cope in different aspects of our relationship to support somebody. And in turn, when they don't give us that love and support, it's hard to build that trust again with somebody else.
True indeed. But once she learned the opposite story, because mine is different. I was in a lot of my relationship, not all. I put myself in a lot of situations to where it caused me to go homeless.
Yes.
You know, it put me, in jail.
Mm-hmm.
All types of stuff, and I knew I didn't want that no more. I didn't want a relationship like that no more.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody to love me for me and know that I come with flaws, that I have my baggage, but that I am truly trying to become a better person and that I am a good man. And actions speak louder than words.
Amen.
And that's what I instilled in her.
Yes.
I told her, I said, I'm going to show you. Because for so long, I honestly was just doing that.
Right.
And I did that in a lot of relationships. Because it wasn't always the female. It was me too.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned from all that. I'm like, why would I want to be in a relationship with somebody that I know is not going to make me happy? Think about that, Tone. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You're looking for happiness. You're looking for peace.
Yeah.
So you already know you're not going to get that there.
Mm-hmm.
And once I swallowed all of that and took it in, is why me and her are together today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew that God was giving me something that was going to stand beside me no matter what. I truly believe that this woman will stand by me.
She will.
To the bitter end.
I watched you two in the kitchen this evening. And it's been a long time. And I used to see my aunt and uncle like that. And they were together for over 60 years. Yeah. And I watched them. And that kind of just made me, wish that more people would embrace, one another and take the time out to understand their partner instead of just giving up on them.
Yeah, it's our first time in the kitchen together. Our very first time in the kitchen together. Ended up with two very angry adults and one stomping off into the back room to sit and play on her phone and let him finish all the work himself.
But
now we
you're in
can
unison.
move around each other.
You're in unison.
Right.
And
You know,
that's
we
how
teach
it's
each
supposed
other
to
a
be.
lot.
You're supposed to teach.
Because like she knows my situation, and she knows that, you know, I'm still learning this world today. So
and it's easy to get frustrated.
and you know, things that she's not well aware of that I am, I always try to instill it in her, because she's my wife and I want to keep her on her toes about a lot of things, her safety, everything.
Yes.
You know, because that is important in a relationship. We're trying to build our relationship around God first and foremost, and just, you know, being genuine about everything, because it feels good. You know, I just had told one of my friends on Facebook the other day, and you know, him and his lady friend, I said, man, when you know that you got a good woman,
yes,
it hits different.
It hits different. That's right.
Because it does.
That is so true.
You know,
that's so true.
And people, I mean, people don't have to like the fact that we're together. I told her, I said, you know, long as we got each other, that's really all that matters to me.
Because you know what? They're going to be going, I'm going to be honest with you, those will be the most miserable people in the world.
Right.
Because they're still searching for happiness, whereas you two have found it. You have found that, what do they say, that adhesive glue that keeps you two together. You know, no one can break that bond.
Yeah, I enjoy spending my time with her. Yeah. I told her, I said,
I like that, because you said that too yesterday. You was like, where was I when you came in, when you drove up? You were right here. Right. You know, when your wife comes home, you're here. But you guys talk. You know what I'm saying? You talk. You have that open communication. You just don't come home and like, I'm going to bed. You know, you have this open dialogue that keeps the healthiness in the relationship going.
Because how can you get it? How can you get anything done if you're not communicating?
If you're not
communicating, we're together, so we got things that we got to do as far as finances and etc.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're not talking, and we keeping little personal things, you know, here and there and here and there, that's not fair to the other.
That's right.
And nothing gets accomplished.
So, you know, it's a lot of things over the past, you know, 2+ years. Me and her together have really grown a lot and learned a lot. You know, and I have showed her so many things, you know, where she can see with her own eyes. It wasn't just something that I told her, you know. Well, I did tell her, but I said, look.
You did listen.
But when she did, she started seeing it.
Oh man, I don't like when we gotta cut short on this. Oh Jesus.
I gotta let me get this cake right.
Well, I do want to ask you. Lamont had brought up that he wants us to find out what would be 2 lasting impressions that you would want to leave in somebody's mind or heart. And I could tell you one for right now is faith. You have to believe within yourself that you can accomplish anything. And when God opens your eyes to see, don't put blinders on. You know? And you didn't put your blinders on. So I want you to give me 2. That was my one.
Well, I'm going to say effort.
Effort.
Because if you don't put the effort into it, or you get afraid to put that effort into wanting to change and do better, then nothing is going to happen.
That's true.
Nothing is going to happen. So then the next question is, what are you going to do? So you have to understand that, you know, it's principles to this. And it's levels to it.
Yes.
And man, there's so many things living in my head right now.
Well, I mean, we are going to share another moment of you two tomorrow. So you will have time to let this, as you say, marinate like you did that wonderful meal in there tonight. You know, you put your right and your left foot in there. Both of you did. But Christine, what do you have to say? Anything?
For the second one,
Yeah.
people just need to stop judging.
Yes.
Quit assuming you know all about somebody just by looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see someone at a bookstore, you're assuming that they're buying books. Probably horrible example, but you don't know where people have been. You don't know where they're going. You don't know where they are.
Until you actually get to know them.
And we live in a very judgmental society, and we need to stop. We really need to stop.
I want to thank everybody for listening and joining in with us this evening. I cannot thank you two enough. This has been an inspirational moment for myself, for Cece, to come down, because I didn't know what to expect, but I can tell you that I'll be back.
You are welcome to come
I'll
back.
be back.
You are more than welcome.
Like you said, you family now. So
I'm family now. I'm in. I'm in.
They're fixing to move the old man into the spare bedroom, so there'll be a guest room finally.
Okay, but you two have Lamont and I's blessing. We want to thank you, and Tone, thank you for being an awesome, amazing friend to him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and Chris,
waiting on.
Chris, thank you for
Waiting
being
on
a friend to me and accepting me in your home,
Mm.
because that means a lot. You know, it really means a lot. So thank you.
Yep.
And I am glad that Lamont has introduced us. So I hope that people will see that, you know, individuals that may not know what the other side leads to or has in store, that they will see that, you know, we some of us want to learn, some of us want to get educated, so that we can support.
Right.
Okay. So thank you, our listeners. We will resume tomorrow. Please comment, subscribe, everything.
You know.
And you can reach Tone and Chris if you need to. Put a comment in our chat, and they will get your questions, and we will get back with you about emailing. But also support them as a small business as well. Their information will be on our website. And, you know, just sample their food. I mean, it's delicious. Sample their pastries. Support them as well as other small businesses in your area. Thank you and have a good evening.